Hello and welcome back to Down the Track. In this episode, we're doing the play ratings for the match between the Punjab Kings and the Royal Challengers Bangalore. It was a convincing win for Punjab in the end. They posted a good score and they defended it brilliantly. Harpreet Brar Singh was absolutely outstanding. What a day for him, both with the bat and especially with the ball. It's a night he'll never forget. Brilliant performance. And KL Rahul, the captain, standing up as well. So let's start off with Punjab's play ratings and then we'll move on to RCB. So for Punjab, KL Rahul at the top, I think a fantastic innings. He finished it till the end and he accelerated as well. Strike rate of 159.64. That was the most important part for me in this innings. Yes, of course, 91 runs, but the rate which he got it at 57 balls, it made sure that they got to a very competitive total of 179. And if he got out at that time or like when he was at 50 or 60, it would have caused Punjab problems. He stayed there till the end and he accelerated. He showed that he can accelerate. He has the ability to strike big and he did well. And I think it was a great performance. And I think he was tired, so he didn't keep, but it was good to see him in the field as well. Captaining, he was very active. I think he's got his field placements right and bowling as well, bowling changes as well. So KL Rahul, I have to give him 10 on 10. I think it was fantastic. And for me, the biggest positive is his strike rate, and he's a run machine. He's been scoring throughout since last season to this season. He's just been scoring runs left, right, and center. So 10 out of 10 for Rahul. Simran Singh, I think with the bat, unfortunately, he couldn't get going. Keeping, I think he was very good. He was vocal as well. A lot of energy, which was pretty good. And I'm going to give him 4 on 10. I think with the bat, he wasn't there, but I think he kept decently. With Chris Gayle, I think fantastic. He changed the momentum of this game for Punjab, playing against his old club, RCB. He hit like 4 or 5 fours in a row, and that really put pressure on RCB. It got them to a good power play score. That last over of the power play, that turned the game for me. Chris Gayle hitting 23, 24 runs, and it just really changed the momentum and gave Punjab a boost. And I think that was the difference between a 140 and a 180 score, because he really lifted the morale and the scoring rate. It was a very crucial innings. He would have ideally liked to make a 50 and bat on, maybe go close to 100 and really kill off the game. But in the end, I still felt it was a very effective innings. Strike rate of 191. I'm going to give him a 9 on 10. And then moving on, Nicholas Pooran, unfortunately, he's just been out of form. Again, the quicker bouncer causing some issues for him. Before it was the leg side. Now he got out on the offside. He just needs to, go back to the drawing board. He's a very talented player. Look, maybe talk to Chris Gayle, his compatriot, and see what he can do better. And I think maybe 1 or 2 games break might help him as well, because he just needs a mental break, because talent-wise, he has everything. He's just not getting it together, and unfortunately so, but hopefully he can come back. So for this game, I'm going to give him 2 on 10 because it's been consecutive ducks. He's already got like 3 or 4 zeros this season. Deepak Hooda, I'm going to give him 3 on 10. I think with the bat, expected more from him. He got out at a crucial stage, and if they didn't get the finish that Punjab got in the end, they would have lacked runs. And I think at that time he could have pushed on, and if he did bat well, they could have gone close to 200, or they could have crossed 200 as well. So I'm going to give Huda 3 out of 10. Shahrukh 3 out of 10 as well. Just wasn't his day, but not going to blame him too much. He's been good otherwise this season. Harpreet Brar Singh, the man contributed with the bat and with the ball. Wickets of Virat Kohli, Glenn Maxwell, and AB de Villiers. What a night, a match to remember for him. He'll never forget this. He'll cherish the match ball. I think he'll keep it with him for the rest of his life. It was brilliant bowling. He got Kohli and Maxwell bowled, and then he deceived AB in flight, and he got caught at short cover, I think. So it was fantastic bowling from Harpreet, and all credit to him. I think he'll never forget this day. Wonderful achievement. And for the first time on this series, I'm going to give him 11 out of 10. I think it was that good of a performance. I'm not even joking. It was just fantastic. And also that additional point is that we didn't expect this from him. I think nobody expected him to pick up these 3 wickets and then score runs as well at the death. And he was the game changer. Game changer. He was the man of the match. He was the impact man, I think. I think he was the guy who really put RCB to sleep in this game, because without those wickets, RCB would have won if Maxwell stayed there till the end or AB stayed there till the end. So credit to Harpreet, 11 out of 10 for me. Meredith, I think he bowled really well. That ball to Padikkal, good pace, slightly expensive, but he learned from that, change his pace here and there. But I think it was a good showing from Meredith. Good to see him bowling at a quick clip, picking up a wicket as well. So I'm going to give him 7 on 10. I think Ravi Bishnoi was outstanding today. He complimented Harpreet Brar, and he did his job, picked up 2 wickets. The wrong long one he bowls is very deceptive. Even when he gets it, he's getting to turn on this pitch with the dew. I think they controlled it well, both of them. And credit to him, I'm going to give him 9.5 out of 10, Bishnoi. Mohammad Shami, I think he did a good job, disciplined. The odd boundary here and there, but still, apart from that, I think he picked up a wicket and he was his line and length were very accurate. It was difficult to get him away. 8 on 10 for Shami. And Jordan as well. Again, he's showing his experience. He's shown that he can do this in this format. He's a very good slower ball. He bowls the Yorkers well. He has a tendency to be expensive in the IPL, but I feel if he can just concentrate a bit on his death bowling, he'll be a good player for Punjab, a very important player. So yeah, with his experience and him and Shami, I think they make a good combination of the fast bowling. So I'm going to give Jordan 8 out of 10. That wraps up Punjab's ratings. Moving on to RCB, Virat Kohli. He batted well, I think, according to the pitch, he was anchoring, but he just didn't get, going after that. Like after the start, he couldn't convert it. He started to look frustrated, and he just played across the line and got bowled. Also, the other end, Patida wasn't striking too quickly as well, so that might have put pressure on him. But regardless, Kohli, I think on this pitch struggled a bit, and captaincy-wise as well, there was a few issues. He got the start as well with the batting. That's why I was surprised the way he got out, but maybe it was just the run rate pressure. So I'm going to give Kohli 5 on 10. Padikkal, I'm going to give him 3 on 10. He got bowled. I don't think there was much need for that shot after he hit a 6. Just rotate the strike, play sensibly, play according to the pitch, according to the delivery, and he didn't do that. So 3 on 10 for him. Patidar, I think, was very slow. He put pressure on Virat Kohli, and he did get runs in the end, but I think he couldn't convert that as well. So 5 on 10 for him. He needs to improve his strike rate as well. Maxwell, 3 on 10. Unfortunately, he got a beautiful delivery and was clean bowled. Can't do much with that. AB, again, 3 on 10 as well. This is some issue with left arm spin. Even Jadeja, we saw him get AB out, and now again it was I think Jadeja got both Maxwell and AB out, and then today it was Harpreet getting both of them out as well. So there might be an issue with left arm spin there. Other teams that will exploit it against AB de Villiers. He's a class batsman. I think he'll come back, but 3 on 10 for AB. For Shahbaz, I think he bowled well. He was economical as well, picked up a wicket, but with the bat, he couldn't contribute. I'll give him a 6 on 10 for Shahbaz. And then Daniel Sams coming into the team, and with the ball, to be honest, he was really good. I think economical wise, 6 runs economy rate. He picked up a wicket as well. I think he did his best. He slowed down the run rate in the middle overs. Unfortunately, he didn't get the support in the end from the bowlers at the death. So I'm going to give Sams a 7 on 10. And then Jamieson, I think Jamieson was very expensive with the ball, but he picked up 2 wickets, and that's why he's in the team, to pick up wickets. But he will have to keep an eye on that economy rate. For this game, I'll give him 7 on 10. Harshal Patel, I can give less, but I'm just giving extra for his batting. I think he batted superbly, really good strike rate, but the game was done by then, and I have to mark him for his bowling. I'm going to give him 4 on 10, but it could have been worse. His bowling was very expensive, and he didn't pick up wickets today. Normally he's picked up wickets throughout the tournament, so he'll be very disappointed with that, and he'll have to work on that economy, because we saw against Chennai and again here the death bowling was very expensive, and it cost RCB the game on both occasions. Siraj, I think he bowled well. Unfortunately, he didn't get the last over. I felt he should have got one more over. He was bowling well. He was decent in his economy rate. He didn't get a wicket, but I think he still could have if he got that extra over. And Chahal, I think he was short today. Gale was particularly severe on him. Even KL Rahul rocked on the back foot and had plenty of time. If you pitch it short, the batsman has more time. So I think he needs to flight it a bit more, bowl it fuller. Don't be afraid to get hit for the boundary. He did pick up a wicket, and it was a brilliant delivery. But apart from that, I think Chahal will need to improve and work on his flight. I'm going to give him 6 on 10 for this performance. That wraps up the play ratings. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Comment with your ratings and who you think did well, who you think did poorly, who needs to improve, and who was your player of the match. Until then, take care and see you soon.